There we go. Now we're in business. All right, now we're in business. I should be streaming here real soon. Waiting for it to connect. Says it's streaming my channel. Can you see me now, look? All right. Let's see. There's no voice. Oh, it's on delay. All right, hang on. Let me get this straightened out.
You and H, I will left.
Huh?
I will left. H.
No, you got to stay here for a second. Trying to figure. If you're in the room and you can hear me, I'm trying to figure this out. I know I should have done this before. There we go. I think we're on. Are we on? All right. Sounds great in Ohio. Can you hear me loud and clear? Everything's good? All right. I guess I'm on. I've been San Francisco Bay. Yes, you're on. Yes, I'm on. Can hear us from Australia. Yes, loud and clear. All right. So we are streaming now, live from L&H Sari Sari store. No video. No video. All clear in Liverpool, England. Good from Chicago. Your video is fine. Thank you. Stream looks good. Thank you, Chris. I'm a newbie to this live streaming, so I thought I had it all figured out the other day, but I guess I didn't. Figure it out, yeah. Hello, Boston. It's good. That's way more. Big ever Popeye. In Philly. Oh, hey, James. So yeah, we yesterday the guys came and they installed the fencing here. Look was here. I haven't been feeling good for the past 2 days, so I stayed home. And look, can you turn that down? Turn that down. So I stayed home. I just didn't feel good. My stomach was bothering me. Hannah Grace, she wanted to stay home and yeah, have a smoke and play because she's been here quite a bit. So we didn't want to, you know, we wanted her to stay home and play. But yesterday they came in and they installed the fencing here, and they did a good job. It looks nice. But when I came here this morning, what they did is they built it backwards. And, well, we just had to make some modifications. I mean, you can't get mad. You can't get upset. It's not going to change anything. And you just got to deal with it. I mean, I've learned Filipinos don't get mad; they just learn to adapt with the situation. So, but yeah, they put the fence in. Looks great. I'll show you guys here. I mean, you can see it. It's all set up now. You know, it's not. I don't feel like I'm sitting in a prison. Trust me. But we got the access door there to open everything up. And then we have the bigger door that we can go in and out of. I was standing outside the door, and you can see inside perfectly fine. I mean, you can see what's inside. It's not really tiny chicken wire. It's the big open square wire. And you know what? We did it for safety reasons. You know, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have a problem. Nobody's going to bother you. Nobody's going to mess with you. But you always have that 1%. And this is to prevent that 1%. And you know what? It is very, very common here in the Philippines. You know, that chicken wire fencing and everything. Plus, you know, might have her back turned. She might be in the refrigerator getting something out of there. And you never know if somebody's going to reach through, take something. You know, you just don't know. So rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. So now we're safe. Safe as we can be. Plus we have the side access door over here. And we can go in and out of that. So no, it doesn't feel like a prison. Trust me. I know what a prison feels like. But yeah, we're happy. We're content. California is in the big house. All right, welcome to the big house. And we even came down. The guy came down on the price and everything. So, you know, we went with him. And you know what? A lot of people said the cost of steel here is a little on the expensive side. Plus, they did do a lot of welding to hook it up. So, you know, we did. I think we did get a good deal. Hello, Montreal, Canada. Yes, Randy, I still plan to put a camera in here. Foxwood Casinos in Connecticut. I was there twice. Rode my motorcycle up the coast there. Checked out the casino up there in Foxwood. Really nice casino, really cool casino. It's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. Freddy, hello. Elwood T1, Baltimore, Maryland says, hey, Baltimore, Maryland. Been down to Baltimore, Maryland a few times, yeah. Went to Maryland. We went to Ocean City, but I've been to the Inner Harbor there and everything. Do you have a shotgun just in case? You know what? If I could have a shotgun, I would have a shotgun. But it is illegal for a foreigner to own a shotgun or a pistol here in the Philippines. Sorry, I don't see no video. Nicholas, I'm sorry, you don't see no video. Nutcase Harold, hello from New York. Hello, New York. Everybody else see video? I was stationed in Subic near the casino. Oh, the best near the casino. So it makes cheesesteak. So we started making cheesesteaks in June. I made rolls, ready, PA style. Chef Petty, where are you at? That's the question. Hello, Sacramento. Hello, David Smith. Todd Howard, follow your daily. Thanks for following, Todd. I've seen videos from Cincinnati, Ohio. I used to live out in Ohio, out near Cleveland. Actually lived in a small town called Loudonville. Wife can get a gun. Oh yeah, my wife can get a gun. I think she shot a pistol one time, right, Lut?
Yeah.
She shot a pistol one time and scared her. Well, it was the first time you fired it, so you didn't. Oh, no hearing protection, yeah. Buffering some. All right. Here's Lut. Eat now. Where's what? Judd and Penn Holman. I was saying earlier that I didn't feel well past couple of days, so I didn't do any vlogging. I didn't do nothing. Kind of just laid around on the couch and rested all day. I need to get it.
Boss is walking.
All right. Has sales changed since the fence installed? Has anything changed? No. No, people are coming up, still coming up and ordering. Ray, yes, this is a Sari Sari store. Reading, PA, I know exactly where Reading, PA is. Tom Brooks, no, we don't have any benches outside for people to sit. We're actually on the sunny side. Our side gets sun pretty much all day, and you don't want to hang out front of the store during the day. Now in the evening, it does, when the sun goes down, there is a little seating area out there if they want to sit down. But a lot of people here that, see right next to us is Kipico Blanca, Twin Pack. There, look. Where we're at here, we got a bunch of apartments like right beside us, so a lot of them will come out and sit down and hang out there. Randall, you know what? Right now we're just seeing how things go here. And we'll go from there as far as adding more things on. I mean, we're limited to the size of the store. You know, it is pretty full. And, you know, we got to, you know, only stock what we can fill in this store. But we do have a lot of things that others don't have. You know, small things that people want, Band-Aids and pens and pencils, like powders and oils. And, of course, Lut has her fingernail stuff here, her clothes here, her shoes here. We got things for, you know, like little kids, like hair ribbons and things like that. Sell Red Horse. Yes, we do. We sell Red Horse. It's one of our top sellers. People are always coming for Red Horse. You know what? We got San Miguel and San Miguel Light. We have San Miguel Apple. What else we got? San Miguel lime, lemon. But you know what? It's what is it? Only apple. But it's not a big seller. We do apple. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we have a subscriber that he lives up here in Anjali City, and he stopped by and asked if we had any San Miguel apple, and we didn't, so he went out and bought some. And he keeps coming back. He'll get like 12 San Miguel apples, and he puts it on his backpack, rides away on his bicycle, and a couple days later he'll come back and buy 12 more. So a nice guy, Bruce, and real nice guy. He just comes here, hangs out, and grabs some beer, and we just sit here and talk. But yeah, I think he's our only buyer of San Miguel apple. But we even we got Emperador, we got the small, medium, and large, and we sold a few of those. Ice is another big seller. We sell a lot of ice, and of course the candy. Randall R. Bryan. Yes, we have a business license. Went last week and bought it 2 weeks ago. In and out. Very simple, very easy. She didn't have to wait in line. What did how much was it? $350, right? $335 for the license. So we're good to go. We're supposed to hang it up in here, but I got to get it laminated and then stick it up on the wall. Does the city charge you for license to sell liquor and cigarettes? You know what? I think that's included in the license. We were told by a friend who has a store, if you sell cigarettes and alcohol, you need the license. So, how much for a beer? How much for a beer? 35 for 33 for what? For San Mig Light. How much for Red Horse? 40. There's a little money made with a Sari Story store. Why bother? Vernon Staples, there is so little money. You're right. I mean, you're not going to get rich off of it. But you know what? It's something that won it, and it's something that, you know, we wanted to do. And like I said in the past, we're homebodies. You know, do we go out? Occasionally we go out, you know, go out to eat. We decide we want to go somewhere, we just go somewhere. But we're homebodies, so instead of sitting at home, we're sitting here. Me? Spend? Nah, I don't spend. I don't spend what I don't have. Pays the rent. Yeah, you know what? It does pay the rent. Pays the rent. That's all that matters. Pays the electric bill. That's all that matters. Selling beer in Pennsylvania costs 10,000 USD. I don't know. Let's eating. McDonald's. McDonald's is my new breakfast menu. Hello, Maine. Been to Maine once. You know what, Randy, you're right. I mean, that's one of the biggest things here, and a lot of people have talked about it. Boredom. You know, if you're a drinker, you can drink all day long. It's cheap to sit here and drink, and I see people sit here all day long and drink. You know, they get up in the morning, you know, and the first thing you do is grab a beer. They hang out all day drinking. It's very simple to do here. Those that don't drink, you know, you can't. There's a lot of things guys do to stay busy here. A lot of guys will, you know, I see a lot of guys in pool leagues. they do that. It keeps them busy doing that. Um, a lot of guys, that are married, they spend time with their families. They spend uh, time eating, or not eating, but going out to eat, or just doing family things. Me, we sit at home, like I said, and aside from going here and going there, we're just living a simple life here. We don't go out. I figure, you know what? I'm here. We live here, and we got all the time in the world to travel different places. You sell cooked food. I haven't seen it. Where that's where the money is. We haven't yet. That's something we plan to do. But right now we're just feeling things out. I mean, we've only been open, maybe close to a month now. So we're getting established here in the community, and eventually that's something we plan to do. But right now we are not doing that. Philly sports bars and fields, good food. You know what, Thomas? I ate at Philly's years ago, and actually tried the Philadelphia cheesesteak there. I wasn't impressed, but I've also learned you can't compare your food back where you're from to here because there's no comparison. I tried the Philly cheesesteak and I wasn't impressed. Now, since then, a lot of people have said they've improved on the cheesesteak, so I'm going to have to go back and check it out. But I think that was the last time. No, we had gone there before, but I just ordered like nachos, something simple. Chris. I'm going to try it again, Thomas. If you didn't see the fence here, I'll show it again here so you guys can see it. Must be hot inside there. You know what? Not really. I got a big fan behind me blowing, so it stays cool. Plus it's shaded. We got the awning up front and everything, so it shades it. But I'm sure in the dead of the summer it's going to be hot. But then again, unless you're sitting in air conditioning, it's hot everywhere in the Philippines. Margarita has better food than Philly's. Paul Koba, I eat at Philly's quite a bit, their breakfast. And I've also had some of their other foods too, and I think their food is decent there. I enjoy their food. Gonna raise goats. Raise goats here in the Philippines. Randall, what are our hours? Luisa's brother is staying here. He's upstairs in the room, and we worked a deal out with him. He's paying half the rent. He's got a job. He just got a job up at SNR, so which is very close. So he's up there, and he'll come down in the morning, and he'll open up 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then we take Hannah Grace to school, drop her off, and then I'll run around, pick up some things we might need for the day, and then come here. We're usually here by 7:30 around there, and then we'll stay open till, I don't know, like 9 o'clock. That's our hours right now. But I mean, what's nice about a store is if we do want to shut it up and leave, we'll do it. You know, if we want to close up in the middle of the day to go somewhere and or something, we can just do it. And like I said, her brother's here, and he's working 5 to 2, so he's back here by 3 o'clock, and you know he can sit here and he can run it because we've shown him how, and so he has no problem running it. Blue Sky. Our rent for the place is 6,000 pesos. That's what, $120 a month. Was the screen 15K? No, Paul, it was not 15K. They actually came down. We got them to come down in price. And I did check the price of steel and stuff here. Plus, they did a lot of welding, all the painting, everything. And then they actually built it in one day. Then yesterday installed it, so it was 2 days. What do we pay? Like 12. I think we wound up just paying 12 to have the whole thing done. And it was done locally here. So, you know, my thing is, if we can get it done here locally with the locals, and yes, you have to negotiate a deal. You know, I've come to learn, don't go with the first offer. You know, you try to bring people down, and we got the guy to come down. Did we still give more than we should have? I don't know. If we did, we did. I mean, that's just part of living here. But I thought 15 was way too much. That's all right, Ronald. It's better late than never. Is that how the saying goes? Shaking that word, just start singing Rawhide. That was the biggest seller so far. Chris, the biggest seller so far. Look, what's the biggest seller so far? Huh? Pense Canton. That's our biggest seller, the noodles? Oh. Bourbon swak, is that what you said? Oh, milk powder, coffee, Kopika sells, Milo sells. Of course, candy. I mean, kids are constantly coming here for candy. What else? Oh, a lot of your laundry supplies, because a lot of times people will only buy you know, their laundry detergents and things like that just at the moment. Like they don't go out and massive buy you know, a whole bunch of you know, like the big containers we buy back in the States. You know, they buy what they need at the moment. So that's a big seller. But eggs, I mean, we sell eggs here. It's a variety of a bunch of things. Ice is another big seller. Coca-Cola. What is humidity like in December? I think the visit in December. December humidity, it's not bad. December, January, it's not bad. The summer's starting to come. Come April, it'll start getting real hot here and humidity, but it hasn't really been that bad. At night, it gets down like 71, 72. So, and it's funny because the Filipinos are cold. They got to wear jackets and long sleeves, and I love it. That's great weather. Should sell their halo. You know what? We would sell halo, but you need an ice, something to grind the ice down and make it like a slushy almost. And we don't have anything like that. Oh yeah, we want to. She wants to sell barbecue. Is it expensive if you want to mail a package from the Philippines to West Coast of the U.S.? I really couldn't tell you. I don't know how expensive it is. I know the best way to go, but you would have to ship it in bulk from the United States is by like buy-in boxes. Because my mom checked into shipping me some stuff just through regular mail, and she couldn't believe how much they wanted. And I think it was a very small item, but it was like $30. So and I told her, I said, it's not worth it. Hey, good morning, Eric. Eric Dela Cruz, good morning. Sell balut, yeah. I know when we first came over, we shipped 4 balikbayan or 3? 4. We shipped like 4 balikbayan boxes over here. I loaded up all my tools and what else? Just household items and things like that, and shipped everything over here. So I had that, and I think the tools I wound up giving some of them to her brother down in the province, and he uses them. Why did you pick Anjali City for a home base? You know what? That's a good question. We were down in, when we first came over, when we first moved over, we were down in Mindanao. And the reason we were in Mindanao is because her father was sick at the time. And so we wanted to stay down there. We were down there for 4 months. But Luisa actually has family up here. And I looked around different places that I wanted to stay. I'm one of those, I don't want to stay, and I didn't want to be where typhoons were, so I didn't want to stay down in with the Visayas areas and stuff like that. Of course, Mindanao was nice, it was beautiful, but the only thing, the only thing, modern thing there was a Dunkin' Donuts. I like those modern, I like to have, modern things. I also had to look where my insurance would cover me. I have Blue Cross Pacific, which covers me out of the country, but it only covers me in certain areas in the Philippines where they actually recognize the doctors here. Manila was one. Manila was out of the question. Cebu was one. Never been to Cebu, so I don't know what Cebu was like. Of course, Anjali City was one. Davao City was one. Subic, I think they have one hospital, one doctor I could see there. But Anjali City had a lot of doctors here that I could visit and see, and my insurance was covered. Plus, I wanted to be in an area where there were a lot of expats, and there's a lot of different expats up in this area. So that's why we chose up here. I like it up here. Will I move from here? I don't know. Time will tell. But right now, I like it up here. And as far as natural disasters, you got Mount Pinatuba. Well, I don't know what's going on with Mount Pinatuba, but I hope it doesn't erupt while I'm here. Robert wants to know what the reaction of other owners taking their business away from them. Nobody, nobody's really seemed, in our area where we're at right now, aside from the little tiny Sari Sari store across the street from us, we're the only one down in this area. The lady across the street is just some I mean, she's just an older woman. She's just sitting in there. And from talking to other people, they said she really didn't have that much business to begin with. And the reason they told us was because she's overpriced. So, but that's the thing. I mean, you have people that will, they'll go to a Sari Sari store on a regular basis, like that's their go-to store. And then you have ones that just walk by and just stop when they need something. We've noticed we have regulars that just come here all the time for things. They know what we have, they know what our prices are, and they just stop in. You're right, a lot of military retirees still live up here in Anjali City. Black Crow, walking, you're right, Pinatubo most likely won't erupt for another 1,000 years. Leslie, you live in New York and your wife lives in AC. Is there any medical for military veterans there? That I couldn't tell you. I mean, they have a VFW here, and I know it's a very active VFW, and there's a lot of people that are involved in it. And they do a lot for the community, and they do a lot for Anjali City. As far as military veteran medical, if I'm not mistaken, I think Manila. I think Manila is where you have to go for, I think, military benefits. Don't quote me on that, but I do know I have a friend here who's diabetic, and he would go down there, and he would get his insulin and pills and everything down there. Yes, there is a VA hospital in Manila. Clyde, I think you're correct. Well, what we would have paid back in the States for something like this would have probably been close to 1,000 USD. Is there a VA hospital in AC? No, there is no VA hospital in AC. I've found that the best hospital here is Clark Medical. Modern, up to date, great people, great care. When I was in there for 2 days with my kidney stones, I was very pleased. And surprisingly, the food was actually pretty good. Can you use your medical insurance in the Philippines? I can use mine. I'm covered overseas no matter what country I'm in. But I have to find the hospitals that are a part of my group. That's, like I said, that's one of the reasons I'm in Atlantic City, for that simple reason. Are there any tanning salons in Anjali City? Are there any tanning salons? No, not that I'm aware of. You got the Big Sun. That's the tanning salon. Yeah, and for the most part, most Filipinos don't like being out in the sun. They don't like to be dark. That's. They got a ton of whitening products here. It's all over the place. Is Blue Cross Pacific Insurance expensive? You know what? I have Blue Cross Pacific Insurance, which is a rider of my health insurance, and I pay a portion out of my pension every month for it. It's not, to me, it's not expensive because I'm not paying the whole entire, what do you call it, like the whole entire premium or the whole entire bill for that. It's a percentage I pay. Yeah, the girls want to be white. What did you do for a living in the U.S.? I worked for the state of Pennsylvania and retired from the state of Pennsylvania. How often do I come back to the U.S.? I've been here since August of 2016, and I haven't gone back yet. You know, medical. The reason you asked is medical. Miss Pinky, I don't know if that's right or not. You know what? When it comes to medical here, things are cheaper. I know when you go see a doctor or a specialist, you walk in, you don't make an appointment because appointments don't exist here, unless it's say like maybe a private doctor. But when you walk in there, you get in a queue and you wait. And my copay back in the state was more than my whole doctor bill here. My copay was like $20 here. My whole entire visit to see the doctor and everything like that is maybe 15 US dollars, somewhere around there, 12 to 15, something like that. It's not very expensive. So I don't even submit that to my insurance company. I just eat that one. But when it comes to even a hospital stay, like I said, I was in the hospital for 2 days with kidney stones, my room, blood tests. They had me hooked up to an IV, everything, meals, everything. The whole bill for 2 days came to, I think, like 1,200 US dollars, you know, which would be an outrageous, crazy amount of money back in the States for 2 days. But now pills, as far as medication, my health insurance doesn't cover that here. So that comes out of my pocket. But even at that, if you had to pay your pills, prescriptions, and things like that back in the States, you're going to pay, you know, 3-4 times as much as what you would pay here anyways. Let, you want to talk? You want to answer some questions, Let? All right, Let's gonna answer some. Ask. All right, here you can write it.
Sir? I don't have really idea it comes to this. Hello? You wanna talk, Hannah Grace? You see Pau? I don't see anything about what should I say? I'm not a big talker. I don't see. What should I say, Pau?
So he says hi, see?
Hello.
It's on a delay, so that's what's taking so long for everything to catch up.
See Tom Brooks? Tom Brooks? Tom Brooks?
Tom Brooks.
Yeah. Buntog. Buntag. That's mayong buntag pod. Majun buntag brook lot. That's a Siargao City language. Right now I don't have any idea yet. I'm still enjoying it. It might like sometimes it's very very frustrated. Sometimes it's like tired, but that's the way it is. I came from Mindanao. We're like, who? How do I like it in the States? Well, States is very pretty. You know, there is a lot of opportunities. Like somebody buys. Ano po?
Oh, she's got to get back to work. How did she like it back in the States? Here's the funny part. She actually had a job in the States, and she received her first paycheck, and she didn't understand what she said. She said, "What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that?" I said, "You know what?" I said, "That's local tax, that's federal tax, that's state tax, that's Social Security," and she couldn't believe all the taxes that were taken out of her. Do I know any single women here? Yes, we know a few single women here.
Yes.
Yes, Boards is single.
I give you a nice one. 9 or you 18?
You like working in at the store? Are you like, if you're referring to me, are you like working at the store? I don't mind. I mean, I sit here and I got my computer. We got the internet. If I want to get up and take a walk, I take a walk. If I want to get up and leave and go home, I go home. So, and Lut doesn't mind it. Like we had said before, we're homebodies. We don't mind just sitting around. Philippines with John Doe. I'm so lonely. John, you're married. The 12-hour flight from the West Coast to Japan. 12. You're doing pretty good. When I leave, I would leave out of Newark, New Jersey, and I would get on. Well, you got to be there, of course, 2 hours before. So I'm usually there 3 hours before, and get on the plane, fly from Newark, New Jersey to Hong Kong. That's 16-hour flight right there. And then it's usually a 2 or 3 hour layover in Hong Kong and then a 2-hour flight into Manila. But all in all, it's from start to finish, you're looking at almost 12 hours or 24 hours. But I've learned a trick. I get on the plane. I stay up the night before, so I'm tired. Get on the plane, fall asleep, sleep, wake up to eat, watch a few movies, fall back to sleep, wake up, fall back to sleep. But yeah, I do it. Yeah, Cathay Pacific. That's who I've flown with from day one. Never flew any other routes, but from Newark, Liberty to Hong Kong, Hong Kong to Manila. I did get stuck one time in Hong Kong. The flight got delayed, and we landed, and they said international flights can't come into Manila past midnight. They wanted to give us a room, and I figured, you know what, by the time I got to the room and laid down, it'd be time to get up and come back, so I didn't even bother. Stayed at the hotel, or stayed at the airport and got I got them to comp me a lounge right at the airport, so I hung out at the airport lounge, and then the next morning flew from there. But that was the only time I ever had a problem. Every other time it was perfect flight. Are you from around Jersey, Philadelphia area? But Jersey, and I could have went up to JFK and flown out of JFK. But if I'd have flown out of Philadelphia, there was multiple connections, and I'm one of those, I want to get there as quick as possible and as fast as possible. So that's why I've always flown out of Newark. What's your next beach destination? We don't know yet. We're talking about somewhere up north. We're not quite sure yet. Oh, I do know I want to go up to, where's that, Lut? Baguio. I want to head up to Baguio and check out Baguio. Is that Jersey, Philippines? I don't know if there's a Jersey in the Philippines. Do you need an ACR card to open an account? I was told you do. When I opened up my account when I was here in 2012, they did require an ACR card. I'm almost sure they still do require an ACR card. An ACR card is an I card. I think after 90 days, when you're here on a visa, tourist visa, after 90 days, it's just mandatory. When you extend your visa, you automatically pay for that I card. They call it an I card. But yeah, you have to. It's mandatory after 90 days. But I'm now here on a 13A, so. But like I said, when I opened mine in 2012 here, they required that I card to open it. Go to El Nido. And we'll get to El Nido. Which reminds me, I have to go down. I need to get my. I need to do my annual report. Because I'm here on my 13A visa, they require you every year, January and February, to basically report in. So I got to go down and do that by the end of this month. What?
Can I go up the boards quick?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Why, is she selling rice down there? Oh. Buying it. Heck, we even have a Sari Sari store buying rice from us. Nah, it's bored. She has the Sari Sari store down the road, Luisa's friends. And she don't sell rice, so she she buys from us. Here, lock that, Anna Grace. Yes, LAX goes directly to Manila. Look, push that shut and lock it. Here. Where's the where's the lock? Mom take it with her? What are you after, Anna Grace? Let me help you. We had to rearrange everything here. What do you need, Hannah Grace? What do you need? I'll get it. What's that? That. For? What color? Blue? There you go. We had to rearrange everything here. When the guy installed the fence or installed the gate here, what he did was when he measured it and he built it, well, he measured and built it backwards. So we actually had to turn around and rearrange everything, move the rice area from one area to the other area. Just leave that. Just leave that. I'll get that. And then move the other display area around. He actually built it backwards. I wasn't too pleased about that, but what are you going to do? I mean, they're not going to tear it down. They're not going to redo it. You just got to adapt to it. Oh, yeah. With the flights into Clark, depending on where you're flying from, it does add a lot onto it as far as price-wise, because I had actually looked into flying into Clark also, and I couldn't believe how much they wanted. Now, they are supposedly putting a train from Manila to Clark. So that should, when it happens, if it happens, that should cut that time down from Manila all the way up here to Anjali City. I mean, if there's no traffic on the road, middle of the night, and you come into Clark or into Manila, and you don't have to deal with that traffic, it doesn't take that long actually to get from Manila up here to Anjali City. It's the traffic is what kills it. Have I ever been on a train in the Philippines? No, I have never been on a train in the Philippines, and I've never even been on one of the boats here in the Philippines. Usually if I do go somewhere, I'll fly. So when do I want to start selling real cheesesteaks? You know what? If I could find real meat, good quality meat, I would consider it. But the only problem is I don't think it would sell. It's not, you know, something like that. I've learned that the Filipinos, some will try different foods, but for the most part, they have just the foods that they go with, and they go with all the time. And rice is a part of that, big part of that. Yeah. So our LRT is real expensive. Yeah. I think cheesesteak is just something in the East Coast, Philadelphia area. I'm not sure where Gagua, Pampanga. I'm not sure where that's at. Yeah, trying to find real cheese. I mean, there are some places here that do sell real cheese, good cheese, but it tends to be more on the expensive side. I actually found a cheese in the supermarket here, and I forget the name of it. American's Best or America's something or another. I don't even think it comes from America. It just has the name on it, but that's pretty decent cheese. Can you jasmine rice there? I think you can. Iggy, hello from Southern California. Hello. Did you take down the vid with your full name? Any concerns there? I don't know what that means. What's the monthly cost of a 3-bedroom house in Anjali City? I'm not really sure. I mean, it varies. Depends on where the house is located. If it's in a, subdivision. If it's not in a subdivision, I really don't know. We have a 2-bedroom, and it's not a house. It's a, just a apartment that we rent. Hello, Hans Lou Ram. Where's Tuk at? Probably home. I don't know. He's busy. How far from Davao City is your wife's family? She is up. Her family's up in northern part of Mindanao. I think Davao City's 4 or 5 hours, maybe. I'm not sure. I know she's more towards Sherrigal, up that way. Right? Sherrigal. Yeah. Sherrigal. Sherrigal. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Tuk California. Tuk Cali back in California. Not that I'm aware of. No, he's not. Not that I'm aware of, unless he left within a day, because he was here just the other day. Do you have people donating bitcoins to you? I'm not sure what a bitcoin is. What is I asking? Yeah, that's probably right, ALM, between 25 and 40. Because I know some people that are paying roughly, I think, 30, somewhere around there, but they're not even in a gated community. Oh, Tom, yeah. I don't know when we're going down there next. Um, yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, it's true. Black Crow says you could probably rent a house in AC cheap if you're not picky. Yeah. Brian, where'd you get your tattoo? Um, Back in the States, I had a guy, a local guy did the one on my right arm. That's the angel. A guy by the name of Nick Wiggins did the other arm and then the other back piece. And the calf one I had done here in the Philippines. The other calf one I had done back in the States. And I have one up on my right shoulder here I had done when I was in Jamaica. Did I get my car fixed yet? No, not yet. Actually, I was going to do it this week, but I didn't feel good for 2 days. And then, so that kind of threw a little damper in my day. Next week, I'm going to go down and get an estimate on it. All right, guys. I think I'm going to just wrap this one up. I apologize for you guys waiting. This is the first time I ever did a live stream. I even set it up to where, you guys could see that I was going to do a live stream. But I had a problem hooking up. Like I said, it's the first time I ever did something, like this, aside from just automatically streaming it and like the test stream I did. But I think I have it figured out. Hopefully next time I'll be on when I say. I'm going to try to do one of these at least once a week, right around the same time, 9 a.m. here. So wherever you're at, you have to figure out the time wise. But you know what? It was great. 133 people watching. I really do appreciate it. We really do appreciate all your support. We thank you guys for watching. And you know what? I'll keep pumping out the videos. Unless I'm not feeling well, there's always something here that I can check out and walk around and show you guys. So, but anyways, once again, thanks a lot for for coming to this first broadcasting, stopping by, asking all the questions, and we'll do it again next week.